Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Okay, here we are in Wanderstop demo. It's just the demo, so pick it up in the Steam Next Fest. Let's give it a shot. So this was apparently created by the creator of Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide, so it's got some pedigree to it. Take a look. Yeah. Gameplay, sure. Don't skip. Hold bellows. Okay. Guess these are some accessibility things. Rotate plant, highlight, sprint, highlight, field guide, cancel, drop, direct, stash. Sprint is a toggle. That's a weird one. Okay. Audio. Let's turn the music down a little. PC down. Total size, yeah, I'll make that large. Not sure how it's going to show up on YouTube, so there we go. New game. Ivy Road.
My name is Alta, and I am a fighter. When you're in a fight with someone, only one thing matters. Control. Are you in control, or not? Because if you're not, here's what happens. You get hit. Hard. You feel scared. You submit. But if you do the work, if you put in the hours, if you give yourself no excuses, then you take back control. That feeling right there. The moment when you realize that your pain does not have to be an impediment, that it can be what drives you. That's the reason why I became a fighter. It's why I pushed myself harder than anybody I have ever known. I trained like my life depended on it. I did the time. I put in the work. And so, to this day, I have not lost a fight in 3.5 years.
Well, yeah, you're still alive.
Undefeated for that long. God, it took everything, but I earned it. This is what I devoted my entire life to. Finally, I'm here. I made it. I can...
Take an arrow in the knee.
I lost? How? No. I must have gotten sloppy. Complacent. I must have slacked on my training. I'm so stupid! But I can use this failure to push myself even harder. Train myself back up better than ever. Right. Maybe the loss was actually a lesson I needed. Once I've made it back to the top, I'll never allow... Again. I'm a failure. I'm weak.
Reach your limit.
I'm a failure. A failure.
I don't deserve it.
I don't want to be this person. No. Snap out of it, Alta. Do not go to that place again. Take responsibility. This can be fixed. Only one person in the world is good enough to train me back up. Master Winters. She was an unrivaled fighter in her time. A god. She'll know what to do. Her home lies deep within a forest, at the edge of the world. I'll find her no matter what it takes. I'll do whatever she demands of me. And when I leave this place, it will be on nobody's terms, but mine.
Heh, feels good. It's refreshing to have something to chase again. The kind of training will Master Winters put me through, I'm sure it'll be good. I hope it's brutal. Just have to catch my breath a little bit. And keep moving. Right, I can't slow down, I can't hesitate. Hesitation is why I lost this fight. I was lazy, I let myself get complacent. Have to ensure it never happens again, that's all that matters. I have to... Wait, what's going on? Getting tired? The sword suddenly feels so heavy, what happened? Ah, I can't carry it. Stop this, Alta, pick your sword up. Pick it up, what are you doing? No, 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 this is impossible. I've carried the sword with me every single day for more than 7 years. Part of my own body at this point. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Do I leave the sword here? Can I do that? Is that okay? I don't know if I have any other choice. I'll never find Master Winters at the pace I'm going. I'll just leave it here for now, then as soon as I find her, we'll come get the sword and resume the training. Be right back, sword. Okay, there we go. Feels good to move quickly. You know, if I keep up this pace, I could, hang on. Okay, I don't know what really effect this is gonna have, but yeah, it's running to death. Stop. Keep moving. This is exactly why you don't understand it. As long as I prove myself to Master Winters, she'll know what to do next. She'll fix me. She'll fix all of this. Right? I can be fixed. So what if you take a rest? Do you keep the sword then or something? Is that going to become important? Hello? A very good morning, miss. Good to see you are awake. I have to go. Oof. My goodness, are you not feeling well? I can't stay here. I need to leave. Oh, I see. How delightful. Say, Boro would very much like a cup of tea. Which is to say, this one's name is Boro. Pleasure to be making your acquaintance. Almost, the name Boro almost kind of makes me think of Boros from One Punch Man, where, basically he's some intergalactic fighter that, you know, comes down to Earth to find the greatest challenge and gets his butt kicked, sort of thing. I'm wondering if that might be, like, subconsciously where this guy's name maybe came from or something. And are you having a name as well? Wonderful. Welcome to Wanderstop. Wanderstop is the name of my tea shop. You see, right there in front of us. As long as I am making tea, would Miss also like some tea as well? No. Acceptable answer. Tea only for Boro. Wait. Did you carry me here from the forest? Indeed, it seems that I'm still having the upper body strength of my youth. Boro was once fastidious about developing his triceps, if you can imagine. My sword, will have to go back and get my sword. Oh, do not to worry, Boro already retrieved the sword. It was lying not far from where I found it. So, you could pick up the sword? Did it feel really heavy? Probably not. No, I don't believe so, just as normal sword weight. Sword's supposed to be heavy. It was heavy just before I passed it. How interesting. No, it was simply the weight of sword. May I be asking what brought you here to this point? I'm looking for someone. He might know her, so I see. For fun? Master Winters is a legendary warrior. She lives somewhere out here. I need her to train me. So, for fun. Wonderful. Now then, it is time for the tea Boro promised to himself. Very exciting. Something has occurred to me. You said you are not wanting to drink tea, but perhaps you would wish to help me make tea. The baking of tea is good for the soul and body, perhaps help you recover. Say nothing, mysteriously. Ah, was I off? Is this Alta not even interested in making tea? Well, please know that I only thought you would enjoy something fun to do while resting. After all, you've had a turbulent day today. Why not enjoy yourself a moment? You can run back into the woods. Yes, it's true. Or you can briefly relax here while keeping your hands out of them. What is there to lose by spending just a few easy minutes making tea? And then, of course, straight back to your exciting journeys in the forest. Nothing but a momentary diversion. What do you say? Do I feel like you have to answer right away? I will be over there inside the shop. If you wish to help me make tea, come speak with me, and I would be glad to show you how. It's entirely up to you. Please take your time and be well. Alright. Sit back down. Hard to move the camera. Or just sit here and hold the left trigger to run, or use left stick toggle running on and off. Yeah, how do I get up? Okay. So, like, what happens if you just grab the sword and run out? Eh? You open a pocket, press and hold, okay. Cool. Where to put my sword? Okay, not chickens. Okay, is that the way back to the thing? The forest? I thought the other exit would have been. I'm not leaving without the sword. What is this? I think it's needed stuff. Where is the sword? Is it up by where we were sitting? Alright, there's my tools bucket. Alright, let's run around the whole place, see if we can find it. I thought there was something nailed to the tree and it's just a shape. Hold on. Is there a motion blur? Hold on. Alright, if there is, I'm not seeing it. Wait, motion sickness dot. Uh, bu- 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 Really trying to taunt me. Okay, let's go see what I have to try to run through one of these. We'll roll out the sword later. And if we have to restart the entire thing, then that just gives us an opportunity to try a different set of combinations of activities. You know, rest or keep going. Okay. Leave the clearing and return to the forest? Yes. Oh, that was a laugh. Fake tea? No thanks. What a joke that guy is. Boro? Stupid name. Remember, Alta, don't lose sight of why you're here. Find Master Winters. Train with her. She's the only option. She's the only option I have. I'll find her if I just work a little harder. I can do that. I can work harder. I've always just worked harder. And burned out. And died. Welcome back, miss. Another exciting adventure in the forest. Seems. Ow. Please be careful not to push yourself too hard. You've been in a great deal of stress. I thrive on stress. It's a very big talk from someone who has just passed out twice. Generally speaking, collapsing from exhaustion is, how to phrase it, not intended. This isn't exhaustion. Something is just wrong with you. It's the thing that's wrong with you. Exhaustion. Or is thing. Yep. No, it's something else. I don't know what. Whatever it is, Master Winters can help. I guess that's silly of me to think it was exhaustion. Well then, I believe I will be returning back to look after the shop. As always, you are welcome to join me in making tea, but it is your decision to be made. Wishing you the best. So I think you only get like one save, so you can't really save scum. So as much as I want to just go running back out to the forest to see what happens, let's actually try to interact with the game. You know what I mean? Oh, is that the sword? Oh, there it is. Grab it. Yeah. Come on. Tea. And I have some of my own tea. That's an interesting doohickey over there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what the? Sure. Dude, this is a pretty awesome tea house. Oh, okay. Don't know what the purpose of this is, but it's pretty neat. Ah, hello, miss. You decided to join me. I'll do this with you until I'm well enough to travel. Very good. I am understanding completely. Now then, we must be showing you the steps to make it. In regard to this properly, we must harvest our own ingredients. No cutting corners at once. Please come with me, will you? I will show you the maintenance room to gather your own. Hold the right trigger to highlight the current location of other characters and key items. Oh, okay, that's actually real helpful. Welcome to the maintenance room. Here you will find all sorts of useful tools for running a tea shop. For instance, the tools that we must use to dry the tea. See the basket right there? Go ahead and pick it up. With the basket in hand, you can gather up tea leaves that have grown outside. Scoop them right up in the basket, no trimming required. But remember, you'll need an entirely full basket before the tea drying process can begin. Once the basket is full, return here and place the leaves into one of these bowls. The leaves will begin naturally drying themselves just like that. If you have used up all of the tea bushes that are in front of our shop, you can always find more out in the clearing. They regrow in plentiful numbers along the outer edge of the clearing. No need to worry about running out. All sounds good. Why don't you get some tea leaves drying, then please come speak with me. Hey-ya! Okay, it's full. Excellent job. Please come see me to discuss the next step. A little tea for myself. We've set the leaves out to dry, and it will be several minutes before the process is complete. Once they have fully dried, they will clump together into a tea ball, easy for storage and transportation. Yes, the tea ball really is the most convenient of nature's miracles. Miss, we can put the T-ball out of our minds for now. The next step is to do a bit of gardening. Perhaps you already saw the wall of tools behind you. Each of them can help us in some way. Right now, though, all we are needing is the watering can. It looks like a fill. Please, won't you take the watering can with you? Perhaps stash it in your pocket for easy use. Then, with your watering can stashed, come meet me outside by the garden. Okay. There we go. Stash it. Okay. Can I stash this too? Okay. Into the garden, here's where Burrow likes to do the planting of the... As you can see, we are already having a blue fern here in the garden. Like this, we can grow this simple plant into a larger one, almost like magic. Please imagine a grid surrounding our blue fern. If you were to plant 2 additional simple plants on either side of it, forming a line, then the fern in the middle becomes a plant egg. It is the miracle of life. Here, I will give you a seed for more blue ferns so that you can try it for yourself. Of course, you can be making these plants anywhere in the clearing that you'd like, not just the garden. Moro simply enjoys the feeling of making plants in the garden. So why don't you go ahead and make a line of blue seeds and let me know when it's done. Plant. Okay. Finish making the plant egg. Fantastic. The next step is to do watering. Remember the watering can you stashed earlier. Now is the time to use it. Please take the watering can to any of these spigots Connected to water, we have several around. Fill the watering can with water, then pour it onto your new egg. Once you've done this, please come back. Please come speak with me again. There we go. Dig it. Okay. You have successfully watered the plant egg. Once you water the egg, it will grow into a hybrid plant. The plant you have made is what I call a small hybrid. Try using your watering can on it again, it will grow even more seed. In this way, you can be using small hybrids to make as many new plants as you like. Once you've picked a fresh new seed from the small hybrid, please let me know. And it crashed. Okay, that's one. Let's give it a sec to correct itself, and okay, let's go. Right, and back in. Continue. Okay, at least I have the watering can, so we're not too far back. Just gotta get back to where we were. Here's where we were, okay. Remind me where it's, okay. Okay. Okay, how do I get more seeds? Okay, okay. Alright, it's loading. Okay, there we go. You put the watering can away. Need to grab the seeds. Got more seeds. Let's move on to the next step. How many steps are there? Is this going to be written down anywhere? Well, if it's written down in a book in our library, I will point you to it. For now, I would like to show you the next type of plant. Did you guess what we will be making after small hybrids? Yes, large hybrids. That is correct. Just as small hybrids produce seeds, large hybrids give us. Remember how you used a line pattern to be making a small hybrid? Well, if you make a large hybrid, you instead use this triangular pattern. You do not have to reuse any of the plants we planted to make the small hybrid. This is an entirely new shape. What does that sound? Simply use some of the blue seeds you produce to make this new triangular pattern. Once you've made the large hybrid, water it to receive fruit just like you did to eat the seeds. Go ahead and try it, and please tell me when you pick the fresh fruit from the plant. I am going to be fancy. Try to get it to be right next to the thing. There we go. Okay. Now stash that. Now I can pick up the seeds. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Only 2 seeds. Okay. Did it? I made fruit. Wonderful, miss. You have excelled at gardening. Truly you have. The fruit you made is called a chip. We will be using it in our team momentarily. Here, Ellie. I will tell you, though, if you wish, there are many more hybrids to discover. We have a variety of large hybrids and small hybrids that can be made using these patterns. Here, I will be giving you a field guide that shows you more. Within the pages of this field guide, you will see prompts for how to make other hybrids. You can also learn about more about the fruits each large hybrid produces. Understanding the attributes of these fruits will be quite useful when making tea. Yeah. Okay, that's all for gardening. Do you feel accomplished? Sure, why not? It is a begrudging sense of accomplishment, but I will accept it. However, we are now done with gardening, and it is time to make the tea. Come on, let's go inside, and I will explain the tea machine to you. Okay. We're still in the tutorial, and it's kind of dragging a little bit so far. I gotta be honest. Small hybrids, large hybrids. Okay. I mean, we haven't gotten into the meat and potatoes of, however much of it they put into the demo, but it's like, what is the main thesis of this? Considering the Stanley parable and the beginner's guide, I'm sure there's got to be some kind of like deeper hidden message or something. So let's see what the main. Yeah. Exactly what I meant. Why is it so complicated? I'm not going to read all of this text out loud at this point. First to mind, all too much information. Perhaps we should take a small break. Let our minds relax. Hey, Boro. Okay, sure, tell me this joke. Here is the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says, "No librarians or farmers allowed." They both become quite scared that they're going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly, the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Or maybe... Actually, hang on. What if they're eating dinner in space and the sign says no astronaut? Okay, yes, that is much funnier. Are you improvising this joke? Yes. Why? Well, Boro is attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way, the humor is feeling light and fresh, wouldn't you agree? So, like, what time period is this, supposed to be in, I mean, they've got, like, some machines, and she's, like, a fighter, but I guess she's, like, a gladiatorial fighter, so that could be a fighter at any time, but also, if it was more, like, machines were a common thing, you would have thought she would have had, like, a motorized vehicle she was riding here. No, whatever. Fine, but this better make me laugh. Yes, of course. Where were we? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner at a restaurant in space, and the sign says no astronauts allowed. This means there is no concern of them being kicked out of the restaurant. Till both of them remove their masks, they are both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they are going to be kicked out of the spacey restaurant. But then, let's see. But then the sign removes its mask too. It isn't a sign after all, it's the dessert menu. They both order dessert. One asks for custard and the other asks for a banana split. Then, after dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to, to a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? This is all part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry, with Captain Borrow in charge, this joke boat will be steered safely into the harbor of lights. Okay, so after dinner they go to the movie theater and they look at what movies are playing. Many movies are showing. There are some comedies, some dramas, a couple of horror films, and... let's see. Oh, I've got it. Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts says, how about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel. And the other one says, no thanks, I hear it really loses steam at the end. Okay. You get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. Wait. What was the point of the astronauts? That was a whole section of a joke where they ate dinner and took off their masks. That was character building, creating context. You see, the first half of the joke helps you to care about them. You're invested in their story. Oh, it's kind of a meta-narrative of what they're doing here, why we're spending so much, like, long-ass time right here, but then, like, the actual game's gonna be something completely different. No, I'm not. I don't care about the astronauts at all. Ah, I see. Well, this is all useful feedback. Laura will be refining and workshopping his material going forward. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. So we'll get back to tea making. Quite excited because this next step is the most important of all. The old, the tea machine. Machine of vital part, okay. User friendly. Okay, adding more to the field manual, pour the water, heat the water. Okay. These are the steps. Use the machine, but remember that they are all written down in the field. Yeah. Alright, use the ladder. Pull on the rope located for as much water as you'd like. Move on to the next step. Let's fill the whole thing. Make it overflow. Heat in the water. Climb down to the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. As water is fully boiling, this step would be complete. Kind of like paddling. That's some steaming hot water. You're doing quite well so far, managing our complicated team. Okay. Keep giving me instructions for the first time. Okay. Now you will rotate the ladder to the right until you reach this round. Pick the valve and it will transfer our boiling water into the infuser. And just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. Okay. Kind of working against gravity there, but whatever. The infuser is open. Position yourself in front of it with an item in your hand. From the bridge or while still on the ladder, whichever you prefer. Then toss any item into the infuser, any item at all. This is, of course, where you'll be placing a tea ball and a chip into the mixture. Give it a shot. Oh, there we go. The Duke's room. What else I gotta put in there? Okay. Alright. T-ball. Oh yeah, he leaves. Okay, it should be done. Yep. Okay. You change the color once you have added the T-ball. Okay, one more valve to kick, and we will move on to our final step. He has been transferred to the final orb of the forum. The next step will be to get off the ladder, fill an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope here, you see here, in order to pour tea into the cup. And that's it. You will be having yourself one shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. You can even pour multiple cups of tea from the same batch if you wish. Okay, here's a cup. Who's calling me? What? What the heck was that? That was from the game, right? Not, going crazy. Can I overfill it? Yep. Yeah, what do I do with it? Yep, here it is. Alright, delicious. Join me at my favorite bench. I think it would be a perfect place to enjoy this tea. That's just carrot. Delightful. It's fine. Here I know positivity produces a beautiful thing like a ray of sunshine. There are things that I like. What is bringing you joy? Winning a tournament. I'd have guessed that you knit on the weekend. I've knitted, but I don't like it. For me personally, there are a few satisfactions in the world quite like running a kitchen. Make a warm drink and put it in the hands of your kitchen. Yum, what a feeling. You ever put your mission on hold? I am always looking for help here at the shop. Wait, put my mission on hold. How exactly would I do that? Simply meant that it is possible you decide to stop looking for this Mr. Ashford Winter. If that were to happen, you would be welcome to stay here and... What are you talking about? You think I'm someone who would give up on this? It could happen. People are changing their course all the time. Perhaps you are not able to be finding her, or you simply tired. It is normal to... Wait. No, stop right there. You've known me for 10 minutes, and you're talking about how you think I'd quit? I have devoted every day of my life to this, every single day for years and years. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made, the pain I've endured. Can't begin to imagine. Do you understand that fighting is the one single thing I've spent my life on? I can't give it up. I'm sorry, miss. I was not meaning to touch on such a nerve. It's not a nerve, it's me. You're talking about me. I'm betting Boro is secretly like Master Winters, but just like, you know, a few pounds heavier and whatnot. Like in disguise or something. Of course, you know, they could be trying to go the whole trans angle, but whatever. You think I should just give it up, live in mediocrity for the rest of my life? Just serve tea and try not to spend every single day thinking about how I had to do everything and let it slip away? Do you want me to fail? Would it feel good to see this big, strong warrior have to fall and cry and beg for help? Miss, can I? What am I doing here? Why am I even having this conversation? And now it's too heavy. Why can I not lift my own sword? Doesn't make sense. Need to get out of here. Need to get out of here right now. He runs out, falls over, and gets carried back. No, no, no! I can't give up on finding Master Winter. Never. Not until she trains me back up into excellence, back to being undefeated. If I have to, I'll... Can't believe... Okay, I'm gonna try wrestling this time. Is that really okay? Can I just wrestle?
Think, Alta. Why are you here in this forest? Because of those fights. I lost. I lost and there was no good reason. I lost! It was so stupid. I was undefeated for over 3 years.
That's actually pretty good. You should
Remember
be
how
happy with that.
bad it felt, Alta? How you wanted to die? That's why you're here, in this forest. Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that anger.
Yes. Ha ha ha. This is the motivation I need. I need the fear and the anger. I needed to lose. I needed to get better. Look at me. I'm back. How do you like this? Huh, Boro? You think I'd quit because it got hard? Maybe once I'm back to normal, I'll follow him just so I can. Just so I can show him how strong, how passed out I am. There you are, coming around again. Let's say, continuing to carry you here from the forest is reinvigorating Boro's triceps. Why would that be reinvigorating the triceps? Yeah, biceps maybe. You know, maybe the back, but triceps? What? What's wrong with me? I'm not seeing anything wrong with you. Cops out there multiple times, not like me. Lost 2 fights for no reason. For 3.5 years and suddenly can't control my body. It's not like me, something's wrong. And you were thinking that forever into the end of time you would never leave. Yeah, something like that. My goodness, I wonder you're in the state you are. What do you mean? Miss Alta, you are tired. Can you not see how tired you are? It's palpable. You radiate exhaustion. I'm not a scientist, doctor. I did not do the 14 years of scientist doctor's needed. but it's obvious that what you need is some time to rest. To take your attention off this task of yours and to let me the mind wander. That sounds unproductive. Extremely. Now you are understood. This Alta being so productive is causing her great harm, including but if I can find Master Winters, any pain I put myself through now will be worth it. Miss, I cannot make you stay here. You are welcome to return to the forest. You can go out there and run to your heart's content. You can collapse again and again and again, if that's what you want. And then one of these times you will be collapsing for good. But here, in the tea shop, you can spend some time relaxing. Will it fix you? No, but it may let you heal just a little bit. So here's what I'm suggesting. Stay here and help me run the tea shop just for now. The work is simple here, but it's enjoyable. It's not hard. We have no goals to meet and no schedule to keep. We work on our own time. It might be a good way to take your mind off things and just relax. Then, when you feel fully at 100% strength again, away you go. Simple, restful, and no obligation. What do you say? Say nothing. Do not worry. Nobody is forcing anything. You can leave or stay anytime. How about this? I will be here in the shop tending to what is needed. If you would like to try out running the tea shop, just come speak with me. Take your time. There's no rush. Alright, let's go officially start the whole key thing. Wonder what the meat and potatoes of the gameplay is like. So we've got the tutorial pretty much out of the way. And holy crap, it's like an hour-long tutorial, but kind of slow-paced, slow-moving. Text is certainly a bit, decadent, I suppose. Literally, as soon as I can pick up my sword again, no. Of course, the very split second you are well. Besides, I owe you. So, if I was in your debt for that, consider the debt repaid. Sounds like a very equitable business exchange. So, what's first? What's first is that we must be better acquainted with... We must be better acquainting you with the shop. He's got a weird way of talking, so it's kind of hard to bring it up. Please come with me. Welcome back to the main room. The watering can, and I'll tell much of the tools. They're quite useful. The room is useful for sleeping, sweeping up any unsightly leaf piles that gather outside. And if you find any trinkets hidden under the leaves, you're welcome to keep them. Similarly, if you notice any weeds growing outside, perhaps you'll use our clippers. Personally, Boro finds it quite relaxing to do the weeding. Am I weird for thinking of this? Perhaps. It's all quite a lot of information. Yes, yeah, and I note. Hope you will be taking good care of our shop tools. Boro is quite fond of them. Also, you see the little trains moving on the rail. This is our dishwasher. When a cup is dirty, you can be placing it here on one of the dishwasher train cars. Then the cup will be dropped over here in the maintenance room thoroughly clean. Okay, so that's what that is. It is the traditional rail, train, and waterfall dishwashing system as it ends at time. Is everything making sense so far? But here, while we are here in the maintenance room, let us get you some attire. If you are to run a shop, then you must look the part. What will our customers know to come to you for? Oh God, people will just walk up to me and ask for tea. With the right apron, they will. Here, let's see if the apron looks the part on. And lose the face mask. You look like someone full of excitement to run a tea shop. This isn't in any way true, and you know. Indeed, I know it, but I was thinking aspiration. One more thing we must do before opening the tea shop. Sword. It is your lovely sword, a very beautiful specimen. Sword is still too heavy to lift. Yes. Yet still heavy. Wonderful. Please come with me. The weight doesn't feel heavy to you. Not even a small amount. Now let us leave the sword right here. Perfect. It is quite lovely here, don't you think? You don't know how important that sword is to you. Can I be asking where the sword came from? Good. When I first began taking fighting seriously, I decided I would smith my own sword. It seemed like a good idea. Threw myself into it, learning everything there was to know about blacksmithing. But soon I realized I could easily spend my entire life just learning to make swords. It was so complex. If I wanted to become great, I had to pick only one thing and commit to it and leave everything else behind. So I picked only one thing, being a fighter. After that, I commissioned a great blacksmith, someone equally devoted to their craft, to make this sword for me. I was obsessive. I demanded 1,000,000 alterations. We didn't stop until the sword was perfect. A sword that would let me pursue this one focus and leave everything else behind. I'm not a blacksmith, I'm not a tea maker, I'm a fighter. That's all I intend to be. This sword is a part of me. I feel sick not being able to hold it anymore. I'm going to find a way to carry it again, I promise. Yes, I can see that you will. Boro is most confident. Alright, I believe it's time for us to open the shop. Are you having other questions before we start? I'll figure it out as I go. There we go. Perfect, you are already having the entrepreneurial spirit. Customers may well arrive soon, in case you wish to prepare any tea ingredients for them. Oh, and remember earlier you asked if the gardening instructions were written down? Well, I have good news. You should go and visit the library in the upstairs section of our shop. There's a book there on gardening, written by Boro's very good friend Sylvia. You may find it useful. I am quite certain Sylvia has phrased it better than I could have. With that, let us begin the exciting tea management adventure. It is beginning. Here we go. Or, Master Winters and Sylvia, how are we doing it? currently doing it right now is happening. Okay, good. Great, good for us. Good for us indeed. End of demo. Thank you for playing what's called Wanderlust. Wanderstop launches on March 11th. So it's already out. And the demo didn't even get into, like, it just kind of shows you the basics. It just kind of shows the tutorial. Does not actually get into...
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat.
I think this is the
But
trailer.
instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening. And I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type. But I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh, no, so they don't even give Boro a name, or like a voice. You're probably not going to get the voice until, like, you get some big reveal as to their true identity or something like that. So, yeah, there's Wanderstop. Honestly, it could be good. The tutorial took like a freaking hour, and the pacing is just kind of a grind. I mean, I get kind of what they're going for with, go ahead and, take time for yourself and relax and all that. But, I know it's just not getting its hooks into me, which is, I liked, Beginner's Guide and, Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable is, obviously pretty popular. Maybe this is kind of like a meta-narrative of the developer, and the stresses they've been under. If you think about it, Beginner's Guide is kind of about a similar thing where kind of the narrator is going through and hunting down this one dude for all of these games that he's making, and just ends up putting a lot of pressure on him that, then, he reaches a breaking point and all that. So, I mean, I hope it's good. I hope they do well, but it just kind of seems like, I haven't really heard many people talking about this after it came out, so I'm not sure if it, really is setting the world on fire like the previous two games I just mentioned are, but yeah, it's not really appealing to me, but someone could, who's maybe played through the game might be able to convince me, if they, tell me, like explain it in a way, no spoilers, spoilers, something like this, I think spoilers would absolutely kill the experience, assuming there actually is more story beyond just, making more tea sort of thing. But yeah, it's well, something like this is kind of hard to get a good first impression of, and the first impression, it's hard to have that be actually indicative of what the game actually is, since I assume this is going to have twists and turns and whatnot. Honestly, like I said, the pacing they had in this tutorial, the twists and turns are, you don't really get into, like I said, you don't get into meat and potatoes of the gameplay. I mean, we didn't serve a single customer, so like we don't get that whole thing. We don't get like any other characters. It's just kind of the seems like the barest of introductions. I mean, sure, it introduced the rowing mechanics and all that, which I mean, sure, go ahead. That's not I suppose some people are maybe attracted to that, but I'm just kind of like, okay, it's the growing mechanics are just kind of a vehicle to move the story along. Although maybe that's part of the meta narrative that you don't need to be pushing forward as much and blah blah blah, that sort of thing. But I mean, yeah. So anyway, Wanderstop. It seems okay. Sure, I'm gonna double check and it's gonna be rated very good or overwhelmingly positive, but yeah, I'm just not feeling it. It could be good, just not feeling it. Anyway, till next time.